Hello and good evening. Welcome to Office Hours with the Brofessor. Several months ago I established a video blog where I could hopefully from time to time post things that interest me about the humanities, especially historical and comparative linguistics. I'd like to continue on that theme to some degree. Unfortunately, I don't have the best technology here. I'm just a student with an iPhone in my room. So unfortunately, right now I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the whiteboard that I had in my previous videos, but I'm sure I'll figure out something. But anyway, in any case, we now we're going to do something a little different. I would like to wrap up my unit on Proto-Indo-European languages. But right now, I'd like to introduce a new topic. Over the next 3 months, I've been given this wonderful opportunity to learn a language that few people speak, few people have ever had the privilege of studying. The language is called Ket, and it is one of the native languages of Siberia. Now, I think we talked about Siberian languages a little bit in some of my other videos, but if you are not familiar, don't worry, because I think maybe it's kind of an obscure subject, but it's actually really quite interesting, and I really hope that you'll stick around long enough to share the joy of learning this language with me. Ket is really singular among really the languages of the world, not just of North Asia, and that it is a relic of an unbelievably ancient time period back to the late Paleolithic, when the Americas were being settled. And I feel really privileged to have a professor who's spent a considerable amount of time studying this language, and he's very kindly agreed to let me to do an independent study with me in this language. So I'd like to, in this series, talk a little about my experience as a person from a completely different society, a completely different way of life, learning a language that was spoken by a hunter-gatherer culture with a completely different worldview. And as a result, their language is in many ways very different from our own. So I hope that you will all join me as I learn this really wonderful language, and maybe I will try to make 3 or 4 videos a week with me practicing Ket vocabulary and the like. So you all need to keep me accountable, and I hopefully will be. Excuse me, I seem to have turned on my computer briefly. Sorry about that. I hope that you will all keep me accountable in helping me learn this language, because it's really a great opportunity that I've been given, and hopefully I would like to do Ket proud. So thank you all for supporting me. And our next video is going to be an introduction to the Ket language. Right now, what I'd like to do is talk about Ket, who the Ket people are. Maybe I'm throwing this word around, and it's pretty unfamiliar to most people. And if you're unfamiliar with that part of the world, Central Siberia is a region of swamp and forest with several major rivers going through it. The indigenous people of this part of the world were originally hunter-gatherer peoples who spoke languages that, Ket is the last of them, but there may have been others related to the indigenous languages of the New World. Ket has a great number of cognates with the Athabascan languages and other Na-Dene languages. So it's in that sense very much a living relic of an earlier time. In the following millennia, however, with the spread of pastoralism, that is, people herding animals rather than hunting and gathering, the people of southern Siberia began herding horses, and further north reindeer, and the neighbors of the Ket are gradually shifted over to this economic mode, and other ancient peoples were swallowed up, Ket being one of the last of them. But as it is now, it's a highly endangered language. There are only 50 people left who speak this language, and it's really a miracle that it survived this long. And all these people are, quite elderly, and unfortunately, we don't really have kids learning it anymore. So hopefully, I, as a young Western person learning this language, I can do my part to help document it before it's lost to us forever, because that would be such a shame if this wonderful ancient language were, entirely lost to us. But the Ket people, as it is now, live in a sedentary sort of lifestyle in Russian-style villages along rivers, and they've got a lot of social problems, but hopefully if their language is better documented and they're better studied, maybe we can not only preserve some of this ancient culture, but improve some of the problems that are facing these people now. So hopefully in the future, maybe we can see a resurgence of the Ket language. I don't know. If you have any questions about Ket, I know it's a strange kind of thing to be talking about. I think most people maybe never talk about it in their lives. But the Wikipedia page for Ket language is wonderful. And maybe if you read it, when I was 15 years old, I read this Wikipedia page and it set my imagination on fire. So maybe if if you read it, maybe it will have the same effect on you, hopefully. But at any rate, let's enjoy learning Ket, and in our next video we're going to be learning some basic vocabulary and other things in this wonderful ancient language. So until then, I'll see you later.